If someone in your life makes you constantly apologize, doubt your own memory, or feel guilty for things that aren't your fault, you might be dealing with a manipulator, and most people don't realize it until years later. Here are 7 signs, backed by psychology, that someone is manipulating you right now. Gaslighting. They make you question your own memory. It's called gaslighting, and it's one of the most damaging manipulation tactics because it attacks the one thing you should be able to trust completely, your own mind. You clearly remember what was said, what was promised, or what actually happened. But they insist, calmly and confidently, that it never happened that way, or that you're exaggerating, or that you're simply too sensitive. At first, you push back, certain of what you know. But over time, after enough repetition, something shifts. You start rehearsing conversations before they happen, start doubting details you were once sure of, start relying entirely on their version of events instead of your own. This is not an accident or a misunderstanding. It's a slow, deliberate erosion of your confidence in your own perception. If you frequently catch yourself thinking maybe I'm remembering it wrong about the same person again and again, this is worth paying very close attention to. Reversed apology. They apologize, but somehow you end up comforting them. A manipulator rarely gives a clean, direct apology, one that simply acknowledges the harm without deflecting it. Instead, the moment they're confronted, they cry, panic, or spiral into visible self-pity, flooding the conversation with their own distress. Suddenly, the focus shifts entirely. You're no longer explaining how you were hurt. You're reassuring them that they're not a bad person, that it's okay, that you still care about them. Your original pain gets buried under the urgent need to manage their emotional reaction. By the end of the conversation, you often find yourself apologizing too, for being upset in the first place, for bringing it up, for making a big deal out of something real. This pattern trains you, slowly, to stay silent rather than repeat the exhausting cycle. Deflection. Every disagreement somehow becomes your fault. No matter what the actual issue is, something they said, something they did, a broken promise. The conversation always finds its way back to something you did wrong instead. Your tone was too harsh. Your timing was inconsiderate. You're bringing up things from months ago that you should have let go of by now. This tactic is called deflection, and it's remarkably effective because it keeps you constantly on the defensive, explaining and justifying yourself instead of ever receiving an honest resolution. Over time, you stop expecting accountability from them entirely because experience has taught you the conversation will circle back to your flaws regardless of how it started. This isn't coincidence. Redirecting blame is a core manipulation skill refined through repetition until it happens almost automatically. Intermittent reinforcement. They give just enough kindness to keep you hooked. This is called intermittent reinforcement. After a hurtful moment, they don't stay distant. They suddenly become warm, generous, even affectionate. This shift resets the emotional clock, making the hurtful moment feel like an aberration rather than a pattern. You forget or forgive far more quickly than you normally would. Psychologically, this unpredictable pattern of reward is more addictive than consistent kindness. It's the same mechanism that makes gambling compulsive. You never know when the next good moment is coming, so you keep staying, keep hoping. Isolation. They isolate you slowly, without you noticing. It rarely looks dramatic. It starts with small comments. Your friends don't really get you. Your family's too controlling. Each comment sounds almost caring, which is exactly why it works. Over months, your support system quietly shrinks without any single moment you could point to. By the time you notice, the manipulator has become your main source of validation. Boundary erosion. Your boundaries always seem to be too much. Every time you say no or ask for space, it's met with guilt, anger, or dramatic withdrawal. This creates a powerful association. Setting a boundary equals conflict. Staying silent equals peace. So you start setting fewer boundaries, not because you don't need them, but because the cost has been made deliberately too high. This isn't accidental. It's one of the most effective ways to gradually gain control. Emotional drain. You feel drained, not understood, after almost every interaction. This is the clearest sign of all because it bypasses analysis and speaks to how you actually feel. Healthy relationships leave you feeling seen even after hard conversations. Manipulative ones leave you exhausted, confused, and somehow always the one who needs to fix things. If you consistently feel smaller after spending time with someone, your body may be recognizing a pattern your mind has been trained to overlook. If two or more of these felt uncomfortably familiar, trust that discomfort. Manipulation works precisely because it makes you doubt your own judgment. The fact that you're here, questioning it, is often the first sign your judgment was right all along. Awareness is the first step. Once you can name the pattern, it starts losing its power over you.